First of all, it was very special. That was a very special year. We wasn't the most talented team, but we was better in shape than anybody. We was better prepared than anybody too. We started off not too good. We lost like three in a row, and then we just got together and made the run. We just stuck together, and be honest with you, we didn't know how to lose. And what I say that, and I tell every kid that I said I was ready to play the game because practice was harder than the game because of who we had at spearheading was Coach Cobb. We was better shape than anybody. Like I said, BYU, that was a big team. That was a big, tall team. But the way we executed everything and the way we ran and way we just moved the ball around, you know. I tell everybody, I told my son, if you ever meet somebody like Coach Cobb, I played under two or three different coaches, but the only one that I really, really respect, who pushed me and made me who I am today, is Coach Cobb. That team was very special with all the players: Bobby Shelton, Pete Pepperonis, Vernell Kemp, Dwayne Godwin, Roderick Warren. The list go on. We were just very connected, like a family, a brotherhood, and it come from Coach Cobb. And I'm going back a little bit. We had the banquet before everybody started playing. All the team was there, and it was funny. We was all dressed alike with a white dress shirt and a black tie. And I'll never forget when some of the teams, Grand Canyon, Powerhouse, they was like, y'all a Catholic school? We was like, no. But it seemed like we didn't get no respect. And then all of a sudden, when we got to start playing, we won that first game. Then we went back to the hotel, and I can remember it was a big board on there. People was writing name. Whoever, when they win, they put their name at the top, and you just keep going, going. And when we came back to the hotel after the first game, they had scratched our name off like they already crossed us out. And then also we just kept moving up. We just kept moving. And it was a crucial time. It was funny because the crucial time it was like, hey, we're in better shape. It's 8, 9 minutes to go in the game. What are y'all doing with your hands on y'all shorts? We couldn't even do that at practice. We leaned against the wall, Coach Cobb. Get off that wall. We leaned down. Hey, you ain't tired. In the game, we was like, wow, these guys already tired. We just kept running and we just kept grinding. And just next thing you know, it was up 8, 9, 10, and that was every game. Coach Cobb is kind of funny. He kept getting on to me. And I said, Coach, why are you always on me? And he said, when I stop getting on you, that's when you got to worry. And I never understood. And I looked at Coach Franz, and he said, because I care for you. Do you understand me? I said, yes, sir. And then as I moved on, and when Bobby Shelton, the players had been there 3 years, and I was only there for two, they've been there since they was freshmen, and I transferred in from junior college. And they kept beating in my ear and telling me, just listen, just listen to him, just listen. And I bought into it. And the way we come together like a brotherhood, and the way Coach Cobb was, I love that heart, not that toughness, because he pushed me to like I said, where I am today. It's nothing he had in my mind. There's nothing I couldn't do. We just knew everybody role. We knew what we couldn't do and what we could do. And it paid off at the end. And we trust each other with the help defense, talking to each other. You get your head down. Let me bring it back. We couldn't put our head down because we had somebody that, they lift you back up. And it was just very special. It was very special. I've never been around teammates, and I played on some good junior college team and high school team, but I've never been around teammates who just pushed you, who were strong-minded. We didn't hang our head. Like I said, we wasn't the biggest team. We was one of the toughest team in the tournament, if not the toughest. That's why we went to the championship. I get kind of emotional because, we lost a couple of them. But it was special. Coach Cobb is, man, I never, and I'm saying never met nobody like him. He was very different And we had a get together not too long ago, and I thank God that I videotaped it. And he said something that he said, I never told y'all when y'all was playing with me that I love every one of you. And we was all like, wow. Because he was so hard on us. Not on the, see, people get it mixed up, not just on the basketball court, in the classroom, study hall. Even though we was passing, we still had to go to study hall. I just appreciate the opportunity that he gave me. And not only that, that he stuck with me. Even though I didn't understand why, even though I got upset with him at times, he stuck with me. And I really appreciate that. I would tell him, that he know I love him. He know I love him. He was like a father figure, being away from home to a lot of kids. He gave me that discipline. And I don't know if you'll be able to put this on there, but what about discipline is, you see I'm clean cut now. We couldn't have what they call cornrows, no beards, none of that. And we look good. So as I'm being a supervisor, physical therapy coordinator, everybody say, why are you so clean cut? Your shirt tail always in? And I tell them all the time, because we couldn't have that. Grandma saw many players, 6'9", 6'10" come through there, and they don't want to cut now they call them dreadlocks. And you hear just say, well, move your butt on. And next thing you know, I'm like, what happened to such and such from Tulsa? Oh, no, he's no longer. I'm like, wow. So you see me now, bald headed and try to stay clean cut because it come from him. Learned a lot.
What I expected was one game at a time. It was not a shocker that we went as far as we did. We could have won a national championship just as easy as we lost it.
The man for East Central is Vernell Kemp. Absolutely. Vernell Kemp is averaging 24 points a game, and he's doing it down low. If they'll get the ball to him, they're going to have a great night. But on the other side...
Vernell Kemp was certainly a great player during that time. And, of course, Bobby Shelton was. All those guys had good places on the team. Dwayne Godwin, he was a little guard from Graham, Oklahoma, and he was a key member of that ball club. Pete Paparonis was another good one on that ball club. He wasn't a starter, but he came in and did what he needed to do when he came in the ball game. I don't mean to be bragging or whatever, but by that time of the year, my teams always was playing right. If they didn't, they wouldn't be with me. We played all right. We were really a good put together team, and we were hard to handle. All of my teams had the fundamentals down. We had 30 minutes shooting practice every day. We had 10 minutes every day of jumping the rope. Every day. Not every day, well, except day before game. We didn't do much of anything on day before game. I just went over what they had to do to win, and that, I expected them to win. We didn't have any pep talks. I'd talk in the dressing room about stressing the defense of a particular player, what we had to do there, and our help situations, and I went over game situations with them. Nothing that they didn't already know, but I just getting it fresh on their minds. By the end of the season every year, most of my teams were as good as they could be. And that's all you can ask of them. Hell, I've had some players that had lots of talent but didn't make it past 2 weeks. Really a lot of talent. The better the talent and the harder you work, the better off you are. But hell, you can have all the talent in the world and not work, you ain't worth a quarter. In my opinion. But I've had kids that really made progress and come on and become pretty good players that you didn't think was going to because of their work ethics. All of my boys was good. If they wasn't my boys long. You know, we were family. You know, we were close knit as no one could fit in here that wasn't part of it. They got out way early. If I had somebody like that, it was family, and everybody was concerned about each other. The thing that sticks out in your mind is the good boys that you had and still are, and still get to see them and visit with them frequently. That's the thing about coaching. If you coach properly and do the right things, you got a lifetime friend. And even if you've had to be tough on a kid, he come back and be your lifetime friend. Because they know when you're right and when you're wrong, and I was right every time. And I don't guess I ever had a bad time here. I mean, you know, that's pretty good too. I was treated well all the time I was here. I had a good president. We had an asshole for a finance man. But anyway, we had good people here. Our stands would be full every time we played. Be full. When I came here, the first year I was here, I think we won 7 games. And the next 4 years, we won the conference championship, all 4 years. I couldn't be more proud of them. I don't know of anybody that's ever been here that is more a Tiger person than I am. You know, as the old saying goes, once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
And Wayne comes all over it. Why did you take that shot? The kid's laying on the floor over there. There's a look at the East Central University coach.